I'm about to make you all very, very, very happy. You just did a lesson on how to solve equations, right? Multi-step equations where you got x's on the left and the right and numbers on the left and the right. And you got to distribute and blah, 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 blah. And it's horrible, right? I'm going to show you a way that your calculator will do all of that for you. Now, I will warn you, it's a lot of steps. But if you can learn these steps and memorize these steps, then your life in solving equations is going to be a lot easier. Okay? So, to do this, you need a calculator, and that's it. So make sure you have a graphing calculator, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how to solve equations on your calculator. I know, it's pretty awesome. Here we go. All right, here's an equation. Last worksheet I would have said, hey, you need to be able to solve this. So let's move our x's. Let's move our whole numbers. Da, 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 da. Okay? If you want to use this calculator to figure it out, I'm perfectly fine with that. Here's how you do it. You're going to press this y equals button up here at the top left. Click it. This should pop up. If you have stuff written in yours, like let's pretend when it popped up, it had this written in this, okay? We want it clear. So you can just hit this clear button and it'll clear everything out. And then you can arrow down if you had more stuff that you needed to clear out. But make sure it's clear and it's like this. So everything, just like before, you remember we drew the line? Okay, well we're still going to do that. Everything on the left-hand side goes in y1. Everything on the right-hand side goes in y2. So here I'm going to type this in, this x plus 1. Now, the x button is right here beside alpha. Okay, so I'm going to type x plus 1. You guys need to be doing this too, because the more you do it, the more your memory will be likely to remember how to do it. So x plus 1. Then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to type in the right-hand side. 3x, 3, remember your x is right here, minus 5. And I'm going to hit graph. So this should come up on your calculator. The answer is right here where they cross. So we got to figure out what that is. So here's the part where I'm like, it's a lot of buttons you got to remember to press. Okay, you're going to hit second. Second is right here, it's yellow. And then you're going to hit trace. Second trace. And we want that intersection. We want where they cross. So we want number 5. So I'm going to hit number 5. You can hit number 5 or you can scroll down to the number 5. It doesn't matter. I want number 5. Then you're going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And right there it tells me my answer. X equals 3. Now, let me prove it to you. So let's solve this out. So before, let me put this x equals 3 over here to the side. So we figured out x equals 3. All right, let's make sure that that calculator was right. So I would start by doing minus 3x, because it's a positive. The opposite of a positive is a negative. I always put a 1 there. 1 minus 3 is negative 2x. I'm going to bring down my plus 1, bring down my equals. These canceled, and I still have a negative 5. Next step I would do, I'd move my 1. So I'd do minus 1, minus 1. Those cancel. So I'd bring down negative 2x. Negative 5 minus 1, if you did that in your calculator, I guess I should show you. Let me get out of here. Negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. And then these are multiplying. And the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I'm going to divide by negative 2. Those cancel. Negative 6 divided by negative 2 is 3. So looky there, guys. We got the same thing. X equals 3. All right, let's do some more because I want to, again, the more you, these are These are the directions that I just went through. The more you do it, the easier it's going to be, okay? So let's do number 1. Again, steps you take. Press Y equals. There's stuff written there. We need to clear it out. So I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to type in the left side right here. I'm going to type in 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. Then I'm going to go down. I'm going to type in the right side. X plus 8. You can pause it if I go too fast and you need to catch up. You hit graph. Okay, this one's a little different because can we see where they cross? No, we can't. So we're going to need to zoom out so that we can see where they cross, because even though this calculator is pretty awesome, it's not that smart. Okay, we have to be able to see it. So we're going to hit zoom. Zoom is right here in the middle. We want to zoom out. We want to make our screen bigger. So I'm going to hit 3. Okay, just like before, we're going to hit enter. Zoom 3, enter. Okay, now I can see it. That's my intersection right there. That's what I want to figure out. So I'm going to hit second, trace. I want the intersection, so I'm going to hit 5. Then I'm going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And what does x equal? X equals 7. Don't worry about the y for right now. We're going to get into that when we do systems of equations. But for right now, just your answer is x is 7. Okay, let's do the next one. Go to y equals. Clear out everything that's there. Let's type in the left side. 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5. Let's go down. Let's type in the right side. X minus 9. Let's hit graph. All right, I can see their intersection. They cross right there. So let's just figure it out. Second, trace. I want the intersection. 5. Enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. X is -4. Okay, let's do this next one. Go to y equals. Clear this out. Let's type the left side. -6x plus 5. Let's go down. Let's type in the right side. -x. Let's hit graph. All right, I can see their intersection, so we're going to figure it out. Second, trace. 5. Enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And x is 1. Okay, these. If you would have seen this at the last lesson, you'd have been real mad at me, right? You just said, gosh, she wants me to solve all this craziness. So here we go. Let's do it on the calculator. I'm going to type all of this in. That's on the left side. So I'm going to type in 1 minus 4x plus 3x. That's on the left. Now I'm going to type in the right side. -1 minus 3. Remember, your parentheses are right here above the 8 and 9. So parentheses 2 minus x. Close parentheses. All right, let's do it. Graph. I can see the intersection, so I'm going to do second trace. 5. Enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And x is 2. Now, if you remember before, sometimes we got no solution. Sometimes we got infinite solution. Your calculator, again, will tell you what it is, but you got to know some stuff. So we're going to skip 4 and 5. Those will give you actual answers. Let's just do 6, okay? So y equals, let's clear this out. I'm going to type in 2 parentheses x plus 4. minus 5. And I'm going to type in 2x plus 3. And I'm going to hit graph. Alright, I can't see the other line. It means I'm zoomed out too much, so I'm going to go back to normal. So if you hit zoom, standard means normal. So I'm going to hit 6. And it's going to take me back to a normal screen. Okay. Now, how many lines popped up? 1. Okay. There's only one line. There's only one line. That means there are infinite solutions. So you're going to have to know that. If you're going to use the calculator, you have to know if you graph it and only one line shows up, that means there are infinite solutions. Okay, let's do this one. Go to y equals. Let's clear this out. 2x plus 3 is on the left side. 2 parentheses x minus 4 is on the right side. Let's graph it. Okay, look at these two lines. Can we see where they cross? No. Let's try and zoom out. Zoom, number 3 gets us out. Zoom 3, enter. There's the line. There's the line. Do you see where they cross? No. What kind of lines are these? If they never cross, we call those parallel lines. If the lines are parallel, if they never cross, that's when it is no solution. So if you're using the calculator, you're going to have to remember, if there's only one line graphed, it's infinite solutions. If the lines are parallel, then it's no solution. So hopefully, this will help you at least check your answer. I would still like for you to try and solve them out, but your calculator should be a great tool to help you double check and make sure you got the right answer.